It's another edition of Sandusky Speedway Facebook Live.
Hello to all the fans there at Sandusky Speedway. This is President Trump.
It's the weekly recap of all of last week's action and all the news that you, the fans, need to know. And now for your hosts, here are Doug Dock and the Colonel, Chris Mize.
And that Chris Mize, he's such a good statesman. Just a great, great man of the people.
Take it away, guys.
We can only play that to what, January 20th, like we were just saying?
And we got Donald Trump.
Unless his lawyers pull some shit off, then we'll be okay.
Right.
First off, like we start every show, I want to thank all the veterans out there. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing. We really appreciate it. Second, the military serving overseas and in the homeland. Thank you guys for your service, keeping our freedoms going. Our first responders, police, fire, EMS, doctors, and nurses, we really appreciate you guys at this time. You know, we're with the flare-ups and stuff. So, Doug, special edition. Special edition.
Yes, it is.
So, we're coming on. I don't know how many people are going to watch this right now. Kevin came out with the post yesterday. We did some shuffling around a little bit with the management side of K&B Promotions. Basically, what we're coming on, what we're announcing. Bear with me here, Doug.
Okay.
Can you see it all right, Doug?
Yeah, there's something gone from there.
The sign was taken down for sale. At this time, the track is no longer for sale.
Oh, come on.
The track is no longer for sale. We're taking it off the market.
But like they say, everything has a price.
That's what I was telling someone last night. You give me $300 for these $20 shoes, I'm going home barefoot.
Right.
I mean, everything does have a price, and it's going to have to be a substantial, huge price. But Sandusky Speedway is no longer for sale. We thought it was important to get that out in the open, get that out in the public. You know, we've been getting a lot of questions about it. Again, for some reason, there's been some things shifted around. Kevin put a post up yesterday, Doug, and here's the situation. As you all know, Bev was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer a while ago. Here, what Doug was about a month ago, Bev stopped all treatments. Hospice was brought in, so you know it's not a good situation at this time. Kevin's got his hands full. I mean, he's taking care of Bev and the company, you know, that he works for. So I've kind of stepped up, being that I'm up, you know, with the track. I've kind of stepped up in a little bit more role, overseeing some things. Everything I do, though, confers through Kevin. You know, so if anybody's got questions, complaints, you know, bring them to me, and I'll talk to Kevin about them. He's going to be tied up. This isn't a good time right now. It's not a good time. You know, every decision that's going to be made from here on out will be run through me, Doug. Kevy will confer with Big Kevin, and we'll all confer together. Bobby Joe is going to move up, taking care of most of the money aspect of the company. And you guys see, you know, Laura Frisbee is going to move up into concession manager. Hope will be the office manager. We're trying to get all our cards in place. So that being said, we've talked about it. It's been kicked around. Me and Kevin's talked extensively. had long talks about the track not going to be, taking it off the market. We, like I said, we feel it was very important that we get this out in the open, create stability. Doug, me and you were talking about it. The guys that are building cars for this season might be wanting to build cars for this season, you're not knowing if it's going to sell or not sell. It's not for sale. You come in here with a stupid amount of money, that's a different story. I mean, like I say, I'll go home, walk home barefoot, but so we kind of wanted to get it out here right away. We normally don't do a Facebook Live on the weekends, so, we felt it was very important. So, anybody got any questions on the board? Is anybody watching? I can't read it.
Sandusky Karting Series says, #Mize 20 more years.
Yeah, I tell you what, I ain't going to live 20 more years.
Yeah.
But, if you guys could, when you go home, or if you're at home tonight when you get your pillows, please, our prayers would be appreciated for Bev. Like I said, hospice has come in. It's going to be a tough couple months here. So to alleviate some of the pressure off of Kevin, Kevin's decided to go this route with sort of the management system. It's not that he doesn't want to take calls. There's just times he's not going to be able to take any calls. I talk to Kevin pretty much every morning before he gets going, before, everything gets going. So anything of importance run through me or Doug or even Kevy and Bobby Joe, we can get it to you, back to you and answer to Kevin. So make sure you.
And if you can't contact us, you can always call the shop and they'll get a hold of us. Chris Castro, which just joined us. So yeah.
Chris Castro, yeah. He's been promoted. He's the store manager or whatever. That'll be interesting. I've been actually for the last couple of weeks, I've been working with Chris through the graphic store. So if there's any issues or anything, you can't get a hold of Chris or that with the graphic store, go ahead and give me a call or message me on Facebook or the Sandusky Speedway page, because now I got Doug? 7 private message groups that, different sites that come in. My phone dings like a slot machine sometimes during the day, but so that's where we're at. The track is not for sale. The sign just come down about 10 minutes ago. It's going to be business as usual. So when we say these rules are out for 3 years, that's what we mean. It's no longer, well, we're good for 21. Like we've been saying, we get to a certain point. We promised everybody, what was it, Doug, mid-season, when we get to November in this time period right now, that we would let everybody know what's going on as far as the sale. So that's what's going on. So you guys have had a lot of questions, had a lot of, thought on your mind whether you should do this or that. Now you can do it. So what, Doug, we got people watching.
Okay. So, yeah, absolutely. So, aside, and this is stuff that's a little bit off topic, but we'll handle it. Aside from MSS, are there any open wheel plans for 2021?
Yeah, it is my miler.
Okay. Any idea when the Pure Stock rules will be up for the 2021 season?
Who asked that?
Brent.
Brent. Yeah, they'll be up here hopefully within the next day or two. We got it pretty nailed down now. Last night had a conference call with, I have 2 committeemen advisors that I'll deal with instead of the whole group. And I'll put them out there right now so everybody knows. John Newman and Wayne Sweeney. had a conference call with them too in Beaver last night. There were some things that was missed in the rules that we'd put up. So, I don't know what Kevin's saying. I can't read it, but I'll get that second. But so we buttoned everything up last night. Now it's going to take probably me and Doug on the phone for about an hour and a half with Beaver probably, and hopefully we'll have them out by Monday afternoon. There's some changes that were made, nothing major. Some things to the better for the group. What Kevin say, Doug?
The goal that he has, his future goal, is to hand the keys to Kev when he retires.
And Kevin, you're going to have to find a Chris Mize. Your dad found one.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at, and I know Kevin's watching. Right now, it's pretty hard for him to come on and do public speaking. He's gone through a very tough time. The J. Cox family and Sandusky Speedway family's going through a tough time. But on behalf of him and Bev, Kevy, and the rest of the J. Cox family, they really appreciate the flowers that have been sent, the cards that have been sent, all the support that has been shown for the situation in with Bev. Tougher times are coming, and they, it's good. It's good to know that there's a support group out there that's behind them. So they really appreciate that. He wanted me to stress to thank everybody for that, and appreciates it. So that's where that's at. Once again, the track is no longer for sale as of today. We took the sign down. Kevin just walked out, took the sign down, and
you watched him.
Yeah, I watched him. Yeah, I sat in the truck too. After I sat in the truck, I'm thinking, man, it's cold out there, ain't it, Kevin? I pulled over and I says, hey, he goes, what? I said, Kevin, know you taking that down?
Right.
I'm only about 150 feet from that house, and I'm still scared to death. If he did that without telling her and she sees it, I know my phone will ring.
Right.
That's nice.
Right.
I don't care how sick she is; she'll still rip my ass, Doug.
It's really bittersweet news.
Yeah, on one half, it's a relief that we know what direction we can make plans
The track
consistent. Yeah. On the other hand, under the situation, I'd much rather. I'm sorry, everybody. I'd much rather have Bev healthy.
Yeah.
And the track sold. If I had my pick, that's the direction I go. So,
yeah.
But unfortunately, we don't make them decisions. It's a higher power that does for whatever reason that he chooses. So, Doug, to get to a little brighter note, just run what you brung and hope you brung enough.
It's going to be a reality.
Kind of taking off, people. October 30th. We're going to look at that date. I need to raise some sponsorship for that. Some serious sponsorship, but it's looking like what we're going to do it. It's not official yet, but that's the date that we're looking at doing it. There'll be two divisions, a rear-wheel drive V6 and V8 division, and a front-wheel drive four-banger and six-cylinder division, mid-size to compact range. And I've been getting questions. It's funny. Well, what's the rules? Safety. Make sure this cage and everything's safety rules. Okay, what's the rules after that? I don't know if you guys understand. What? It's run what you brung, hope you brung enough. We're not letting supers run with you. I don't care what you bring. As long as it fits the safety rules, I don't care what it has.
Right.
You can put a big black blower motor from the drag strip in your damn car. I don't care. You know, super sprints, late models, whatever. Run what you brung. Hope you brung enough. I don't care if you got a sideboard that goes up the car 20 feet. It's all you. And I tell you what, it's not my idea, Doug. It's you know, like I say, John Quinn sent me. He had a link up from Hudson Speedway that did this, and I thought it was cool as hell, and just threw it out there. And I tell you, man, I'm getting a lot of messages about it. So we went with October 30th because you know, this year all the cavalcades were finished by the week before October 30th. It's away from everybody. I was gonna call it. I don't know if anybody remembers back in the days, Detroit. October 30th was always called Devil's Night. Remember that, Doug? Because people would burn up Detroit,
Right.
you know, night before Halloween.
Yeah.
And I was gonna call it Devil's Night. You know, run what you brung, but I'll stay away from that name. That's why I call it the Ghost Rider Night.
Right.
I'd still like the people out there come up with a name, pretty cool name. I don't want no ordinary name. Halloween, classic Halloween. I want some cool ass name because if we, you know, this all goes through, this is gonna be a cool ass event.
Maybe we'll run a contest here soon, and we'll come up with one, and the winner will get tickets to it.
Now, touching base a little bit closer here, Doug. The hangover, as of right now, everything's good for the hangover and hangover 2. January 1st, Friday at Sandusky Speedway. January 2nd, Saturday at Millstream Speedway in Finley. Everything's the same times, divisions, rules, and prices for both events. We're still looking good. Outdoor event. If you've sent anything in for the banquet, it hasn't been run through yet for the simple fact that we're kind of put in a holding pattern. We're looking at some different options. We're not sure what direction we're going to go yet. As you all know, Governor DeWine came out yesterday and said a few things about maybe more restrictions, whatever. Case numbers are up high. We got to take, and we'll have that reevaluated before this week's up. You've talked to Kevin about it. I've talked to Kevin about it. We're going to reevaluate the whole thing. The place we have picked is a very nice place. Zeider's, Mark Zeider Trucking, out on 18. They had a banquet hall there, but it might not be feasible because of the size stuff. I mean, you know, with social distancing, and at the end of the day, I'm preaching about personal responsibility on the C&D No Bull show last Sunday, and you know, we got to take a look at our personal responsibility too here at Sandusky Speedway and close. You know what I'm saying? We got to reevaluate the social distancing and what we can and can't do.
Right.
Other than that, anything from the peanut gallery?
Well, way back when, somebody asked if there's going to be a rain date on the Run What You Brung.
Hell, I ain't even got it all together yet. I don't know what the rain date is.
With something like that, we probably will try to figure that out.
Yeah, as you know, that all comes to fruition, and you know, we'll work on that, but I got a lot of other things I got to work on first. We got spring cavalcade. I got to finish these beer stock rules up. You know, hangover races. I notice I say races.
Yeah.
You know, we have nothing to do. Listen, everybody, I wanna reiterate this too. Millstream Speedway, Scott Warner took over as promoter. Probably one of the worst it is one of the worst years you could ever imagine to take a racetrack over.
Yeah.
And this been going on since what, Doug? Beginning of July?
Even probably before that.
Okay, so me and Doug have talked to him, and he wasn't allowed to open yet. This, that, and the other. Got the okay to open, so we're involved in a cross promotion on a hangover. Sandusky Speedway has all its employees and its staff in place. Millstream Speedway has all their employees, their staff. They're running their race. We're running ours. It's not like we're going to pick up from Sandusky Speedway on Friday and all our staff's going over and running. He's got his own staff and everything. We're just totally in contact with each other, cross promoting ideas and stuff. And there's some other things that we're looking at cross promoting on too, in the future. It's a very good relationship right now. It's a big guy. So everybody knows it's two separate entities and it'll be two separate groups. Just we're cross promoting. So, we got that to worry about and everything else, but I will start getting on this Run What You Brung. I mean, I think it's a pretty cool idea. I wish it was my idea, Doug. But
You want some names?
yeah.
The assault on asphalt. The open purge. This one here can get tricky if you say it wrong. Factor Invitational.
You know what? Let's have a contest, Doug. I don't know what
Down at the big house. Hold on, we haven't even got through these yet. Throwdown in Sandtown, Monster Motor Madness, and that's the ones we got so far.
I've seen Wallenchecks. I kind of like that. Can you put that one back up? Oh, I thought I seen it. What does it say?
Showdown at the big house.
Yeah, I kind of like that one too, actually.
Well, you could have fun with the Pucker Factor Invitational.
I tell you what, you come on out to Hangover, everybody, and you'll see in the champagne stock, you'll see a pretty good preview of Run What You Brung and Hope You Brung Enough.
Right.
I mean, Ronnie Miller and them guys get them big sideboards hanging out there, and whew, man, I mean, we'll come up with something, but I want something towards the name of a Halloween type deal without using Halloween. I mean, it's so beat up, Halloween classic, Halloween horror, Halloween this.
Right.
I'd rather have the trick or treat Run What You Brung, instead of using it.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, things are, on one hand, it's very emotional here at Sandusky Speedway. Our patriarch, our glue. People really never realized, what Bev did.
Yeah.
A lot of employees didn't realize how important Bev was to this program and the glue to the program. Until she wasn't being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and COVID hitting all in the same year. She wasn't come back there this year and was absent. And, there was a big void missing. Then they realized how important she was to the system. And so it's very emotional and sad on one hand right now. And on the other hand, it's kind of exciting, Doug, that we've got all our big shows out. We've had them out for 4 weeks. They're up on our website, SanduskySpeedway.com. Every big show we have right now, except for the Run What You Brung's not up there yet because it's not official, but every big show we have outside of weekly racing is up on our website. It's up there. Our weekly racing program schedule is going to come out. The Rusty Wallace driving experience, Kevin's working on getting that buttoned up. Our karting schedule will be coming out. We got big plans. I know the karting page is on. We're on the karting page right now.
Yeah.
Kevy's got some big plans. Kevy did a hell of a job this year with that go-kart program, bringing it back. We got plans on widening the track on the stretches and the infield and putting about 6 inches of clay down, good clay, and making this a premier go-kart facility. The only thing I got to do with that, Doug, is doing the dirt work, and that's it. You know, I go home. It's Kevy's and Kevin's. I'll be there for Kevy to give him advice, but that's one part of K&B Promotions that's handled with Kevy, and so I all them phone calls for the go-karts can go to Kevin, little Kevin Jr. And so, but we are in the works to improving that track. We know what the complaints were. We listened. We did the best we could this year with what was in place to try to get it there. The problem was, Doug, we got down to the fill. Right. You know, we knew there was some concrete appearing. We did the best we could. We know what we have to do moving forward for 2021 for that go-kart side. I'm going to take about 3 foot coming off of the turns, 3 foot to the inside of the stretches, 3 to 3.5 foot, and move the track out 3.5 foot. So the track should be right around 7 foot wider going down on the stretches to go with the corners, with a good clay base on it, a workable base, so we don't have as much dust as we've had in the past. And I tell you what, them wing carts, woo.
Yeah.
That guy sent me a video the other day. Holy crap, them things. And we're in talks with them guys, Kevy is, about four more races next year with them guys. I mean, so things are, on one hand, things are really exciting. We got our, believe it or not, we got our shit in order, kind of.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's going to be a very emotional time here at Sandusky, and we thought it, like I say at the beginning of the show, we thought it was very important to create more stability for the car owners and the fans, to let you know what the future of Sandusky Speedway was. Way back yonder, so to speak, we made the promise that around this time of year, we would let you know what the plans are and the futures are for Sandusky. Here you are. It is no longer for sale. We'll continue on business as usual for the next years to come, unless some guy comes in with a boatload of money. I don't foresee that happening with all the government changes that are taking place. So, other than that, anything else from the peanut gallery?
No. Screen fest at the big house.
That Run What You Brung's a popular little thing going on right now, ain't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
I think that would attract people from both sides. Like I say, if you're out there and you've never been to a hangover race, yeah, it's cold as hell sometimes. It's rainy a little bit sometimes. It's snowy a little bit. And it could be 50 degrees and sunny and nice. You never know what the hell. It's Ohio.
Right.
Ohio's bipolar in the winter. Trust me. And I mean, look, Tuesday we were snowed 6 inches. Today it's 40 some degrees. Snow's disappearing. But if you want to see a preview of what a Run What You Brung would be, come to the hangover race, January 1st. It'll show you real quick. Like I say, you get them late models out there with them side doors up in the air. I mean, so other than that, anything to add, Doug?
Are we going to be on Tuesday?
Yes. Yes, we are. We'll be on Sunday night too on the C&D No Bull show. Ron Miller will be my guest. I guess Jerry Smith dropped the ball. Well, he didn't drop the ball. Vitale dropped the ball and never called Jerry back this time.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that, huh?
And,
So
Dan, we talked about carts here about 5 minutes ago. After rewind.
yeah, you're gonna have to go back and watch the replay.
Right.
You're gonna have to wait a couple minutes because this thing won't let you watch it right away. But
Right.
other than that, Doug, how many viewers we got just offhand?
Well, earlier we had 77. We have 39 right now.
Well, there you go, people.
Hold on, let me mute.
Huh?
I was muting because my dog's my alarm system's going off.
Your alarm system, somebody, the mailman there.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Once again, we appreciate everybody. Following through with what we said we'd do way back, letting you know what's going on. There's been some management changes. Go look at Kevin. We'll probably copy and paste that up on the Sandusky Speedway site and karting page, Doug. Kevin's post from last night. If you need anything, get a hold of me or Doug on, if you go to Sandusky Speedway Facebook page, send it a message. If you need something to go to Kevin, I'd appreciate it if you got with me. My phone number's on the website. It's not hard to find.
In the post office. You can find it anywhere.
Yeah, my picture's hanging at the post office. But we appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Please say a prayer for Bev and the J. Cox family, and God bless America.
All right.